Spring. A time for rebirth, renewal, and new clothes. So why not head over to our Teespring store, where you can support some smaller artists to bring some great designs to life. Our diamond shirts, cartoons are cool, player select, and so much more. So many shirts! We know you have spring fever. We know you want one of these shirts. Go check them out. Link in the description. Now on to the video. Welcome back to Mini Mayhem. I'm Ostrich Vox, and the Star Season 4 breakdowns continues with Mama Star and Ready Aim Fire. As always, if you have not seen these episodes, go watch them, then come back here. With that said, let's start with Mama Star. Picking up where we left off in Shenanigans, Oscar is working a shift at Burritos Tacos when what we soon learn Star spells shakes the foundation. And if you look closely, you can see Jackie and Chloe, lovebirds. The elderly woman Oscar is serving remarks Burritos Tacos is built on top of a tar pit, which we know is really the hole into the realm of magic. Was this an intentional cover-up? Janet calls Oscar a clod, which could be a reference to Steven Universe, where Peridot dishes out the exact same insult to the point of it being known as her catchphrase. But clod does mean a clump of dirt, and they're underground, and it was an insult before Steven Universe, so who's to say? Star refers to the firstborn as her daughter, which is technically true, considering Star did create the firstborn with the last ounce of magic in the episode Toffee. Marco points out something we've been theorizing. Humans are actually humans. They originated from Earth and then migrated to Muni, where they were slowly mutated by magic. However, Star brushes this off nonchalantly, saying there's bigger things to focus on. And yeah, for Star, I can see Muni's origins not really phasing her all too much. Oscar loans his car to Star and the gang, which pays off not only Oscar's inclusion in the season, but the fact he owned a car in the first place, despite being a freshman in high school. Yeah, he was probably held back. Oscar's character arc comes full circle, being someone who values and respects Star, even if he isn't dating her. As the magic begins to kick in, consuming everyone slowly, Marco begins to hallucinate and feel a bit of jealousy towards Tom and Jana for having their lives figured out, going back and forth with himself over not knowing what he wants, but he assures himself he does, more or less saying he wants Star, stating for the very first time that he loves Star to her face. However, since this was an actual hallucination of some sort, Star hears this before losing her memory. Star holding on this long may correlate with her prior experience in the realm of magic, building up a tolerance and endurance against this realm, holding out longer than the rest. Jana compliments Tom's 3 eyes, once again setting up that these two could be a pairing before the end of the series. Star creates a smaller narwhal that immediately falls victim to the realm of magic's amnesia-inducing abilities, letting us know that any sentient spells are rendered useless, just as living beings in this dimension. There's a very intense sequence of an unidentified creature and its horn swimming in a pool of dark magic that manages to grab the firstborn. This is entirely similar to the Jaws franchise. We see even without their memories, Star and Marco have a natural attraction to one another, as they indulge in the carefree, playful nature of the realm, holding hands romantically for the very first time, as they decide to be the parents of a mill horse that consumes some of the dark magic. This seems to have been something a bulk of the mill horses have done, as Jana stumbles upon a handful of them corrupted by dark magic. Similar to the mill horse that consumed the stream of dark magic Moon left behind in Divide, we actually encounter who we can assume is that same mill horse, fully grown and attacking the firstborn, who remarks his sole purpose is destruction, similar to Eclipse's spell with no name, which was actually the spell and deal responsible for giving Moon the dark magic in the first place. The fact this mill horse and the spell both act this way when they lack a target implies that Eclipse's spells have a greater ramification on the universe than what we initially believe. As this mill horse charges at the firstborn sends Star, Marco, and Jana away to Muni in a panic, inferring that she would be killed shortly after. However, someone who doesn't appear in the following episode that would have been left behind in the realm of magic, Tom, could have saved her. Seriously, Tom most likely got left behind, and narratively, it was for a reason. We have not seen the last of this location or the firstborn. With that jaw-dropping cliffhanger, let's move on to Ready Aim Fire. Although this phrase is never spoken in the episode, the title reflects the true rising action of this final arc, firing off on all cylinders a string of plot that will take us into the finale of the series. Picking up from Mama Star, Marco wakes up in the Lit Catcher. The firstborn sent Marco, Star, and Jana to locations on Muni that are all significant to them personally personally. The link catcher was Marco's first assignment as Lovable's squire, which led to Star making him her squire. Star finds herself in the shed with Doop Doop, her first spell, reuniting her with her roots in magic, possibly alluding to how those roots and her natural inclination for magic will be instrumental in defeating the threat to come. Jana wakes up in Meteor's bedroom, whom she babysits, and Tom, well, he was sent nowhere since he's still in the realm of magic. Or he got sent home, but I'm betting on realm of magic until proven otherwise. Marco stumbles upon and aggressively utilizes the petrified crow from Ghost of Butterfly Castle, establishing that whatever Mina's brewing, it's in the abandoned Muni Castle, as Junk and Jana had an establishing shot of the monster temple before the initial reveal of Mina's plans, and it was a tad confusing. Marco intrudes on a secret conversation between the Magic High Commission that reveals not only was Hekaboo the one to shut down any and all portals, as expected as that's her domain, but as I suspected, all of the High Commission is in cahoots with Mina Loveberry. The implications through this dialogue is that Romulus wasn't the sole culprit in Coronation, but rather he took the public fall, as planned by him and the rest of the High Commission, to throw off suspicion if anyone caught on. Which Star did. Mina's statement, "It's time to give Muni back to the humans," plants the seeds for her inevitable downfall now that Marco is aware, or at least suspects, that humans came from Earth. If Glosric were to confirm this, even if Mina doesn't believe it herself, it would beg the question of who came first, monsters or humans. Spoiler alert, it's monsters. Mina can't reclaim what was never owned in the first place. As Doop Doop pitches a wonderful sleepover to Star, we learn through dialogue, if you listen carefully, that he has no idea what a boy is, on account of him being a broom, but he likes them anyway. Who do you ship Doop Doop with? Let us know in the comments below. We learn Moon and her yurt people have not moved back to New Monster Town, but have remained in the forest, transforming their village into a fortress, constructing a wall around them for protective means. It's getting Attack on Titan up in here, y'all. Star informs Moon, "If you really want to protect me, you know where I'll be." Now, the synopsis for an upcoming episode, Here to Help, reads, Moon arrives to save the day, and we saw her armor in Ghost of Butterfly Castle. I think it's safe to say, Moon's going to help. Globgor and Armor Mina's brawl pays tribute to kaiju films and series. Godzilla, Pacific Rim, and once again Attack on Titan. Two giants duking it out over the fate of humanity. Or Mew-manity in this case? Monster-manity? Globgor is hit with a Solarian blade that weakens him and represses his powers, something elaborated on by Eclipsa shortly after, although she leaves out the detail that Solaria is her mother. This information about Solarian blade was initially made known in Solaria's chapter within the Book of Spells. The Royal Guard, consisting of monsters and humans, attempts to defend Eclipsa, getting harmed in the process, which betrays Mina's ideas and paints her more in an antagonistic light than before. What's the point of running out only monsters if you're going to harm humans along the way? It shows just how unstable Mina truly is, how far removed she is from her own idea. Eclipsa casts Black Velvet Inferno onto Mina, though unlike the lethal blow onto Meteora, it proves ineffective to Mina here. Considering the severity of the situation, I won't be surprised if Eclipsa attempts to use the spell of no name on Mina, and any consequences it may have on the realm of magic. This episode actually ends with Eclipsa pushed into a corner against Mina, a corner that may cause Eclipsa to become desperate. Guys, this final arc is shaping up to be amazing, and I just can't wait to see where it goes. But as always, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? Which segment did you enjoy more? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. And for my own thoughts, you can find me at OshrickVox. We're also on Instagram. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. OshrickVox, out.